Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afton and I'm Monty's Tarot Child, and today I am bringing you another intuitive astrology reading. I'll be just taking a shuffle of my astrology deck of all the placements that are here to see who is in need of a message, and we will get started in that way. Okay? 3 placements, please, Spirit. Okay. 1 more, please, Spirit. 1 more placement. Okay. A lot of Virgo energy out. Honorable mention to Cancer risings here. I'm going to put this to the side. We have Moon in Virgo. We have North Node in Leo. And we have Mars in Virgo. Okay, so if these are your placements, welcome to your reading. I'm going to place the energy here. It's very interesting that we have 2 Virgo placements. To me, this tells me that there's something here in regards to your action and your emotional state. And of course, we have the destiny here within the North Node in Leo. So these will be very specific placements that I will be bringing a message to you on today. I'm going to see through the Oracle what is the beginning of your message that Spirit is wanting to bring to you right now. For Moon in Virgo, Mars in Virgo, North Node in Leo. Okay, we have Cat's Eye with Independence. And I'll read that. And then you also have Rhodonite with Relationship at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'll read both of those. But the Cat's Eye says, Cat's Eye reminds you to see things from a cat's point of view. Cats are known for their magic, instinct, and independence. They do what they please, unconcerned about what others think. Resist the pressure to be something you're not. Be true to yourself. Cat's Eye can also represent connecting and working with the cat kingdom. Affirmation: I am strong and independent. I do what is right for me, regardless of the opinions of others. I think this is beautiful energy, especially if you are someone who not only has these placements or one of these placements, but you have multiple Virgo placements. I feel like Virgo is known traditionally to be a perfectionist. And when it comes to stepping in into your authenticity, sometimes that doesn't feel perfect. Sometimes you want to show up how you assume that you are needed versus just showing up authentically as yourself. And there is a certain level of independence that is finding you now that is going to allow you to step into rooms more authentically and to be less critical of yourself as you are doing so. Not being concerned about what others think or how they are perceiving you. And it's literally resist the pressure to be something you're not. That is such a Virgo statement above, all the other Earth placements as well, because I feel like Capricorn struggle with the pressure to achieve something that they don't necessarily need in their life, but they want that authority, that recognition, that knowledge that they have achieved something, that status. And with Taurus, it can be in that way in similar ways, but on a lesser extreme. And so for Virgo, I feel like this is just you trying to be as true to yourself as possible, trying to be authentic in everything that you do and every step that you take. And so just to think about a cat and to correlate it to the card that is here, a cat will act in the manner that it wants to. A cat will never act like a dog to, gain more affection. They're going to be exactly who they are. And cat owners and cat lovers love cats for that, because they are very much so independent and very not needy in a sense. And not to say that you're needy, of course, but to say that, you know, you are not needing to show up differently. You are authentically and accepting and embracing yourself at this time. I think it's beautiful. And with the relationship card here at the bottom of the deck, I do think that you're just trying to show up more authentically in your more intimate relationships and your more personal relationships in your life. But the rhodonite says, rhodonite is a pink and black love stone. The black and rhodonite releases obstacles and blockages to attracting love. It clears negativity in existent relationships. Black is also the color of the root chakra, so it gets to the root, bringing emotional wounds and scars up to the surface to be transmuted. The color black is grounding, so it can stabilize ongoing relationships. The affirmation states, I release old emotional wounds. It opens the door for me to embrace love to the fullest. So I do believe that there is, it's not even hidden. It's not a hidden wound. We do have the moon aspect here, which that is a very internal placement. Only people who are closest to you, who honestly live with you and view you in your most intimate settings, will know this part of you. That's what is represented in your moon sign. Someone has to be close to you in order for you to feel like you can open up and build that kind of trust. And I feel like you do. You have this almost perfectionist wound around your relationships and wanting to, you're like battling in between wanting to be independent and wanting to show up and really clear out the blockages, especially in your existing relationships. I am not sure how many of you are actually focused on building new relationships or, you know, the appearance of a new relationship in your life right now, but the relationships that have already existed, that already have some kind of history with you in your life, I feel like it's something that you're looking to reestablish yourself within. And for some reason with the Virgo energy here, I'm hearing like, make yourself over and show up almost kind of how you see yourself internally. Showing up as that. So let's see what other energy we can get for you. Moon in Virgo, Mars in Virgo, North Node in Leo. Oh, we had two pop up, but I'm going to keep shuffling. Ghost and Ideation came out for you. So you may have some kind of vague idea as to how you want to show up more authentically and how you are taking this on. Magic. I do think that you are embracing a more magical part of yourself. I do believe that you are embracing your crown chakra, third eye abilities, and really accepting that magical things do happen every day, even if they are not spectacular. I think magic it doesn't have to always be spectacular. It can be just miraculous to be able to witness things that otherwise wouldn't happen on a day-to-day, if that makes sense. You have success at the bottom of the deck. So I do see you successfully reinventing yourself in some way. This is just so interesting. Reinventing yourself is really what came out strongly. When seeing success, you have like this ability now to tap into your intuition, your intuitive side, in order to help this transformation take place. I think you really are. I'm also hearing some of you may be working with like spells, like beauty spells, to speak beauty over not only your life, but yourself as well, to embrace your physical attributes, especially when showing up around other people. That may be difficult for you. wanting to feel confident in your body, feel confident in yourself, and having external energy that kind of makes you think opposite, or it feels as if you work harder in other environments to validate yourself in order for other opinions to not affect you as strongly. I think that was a specific message for someone. But with the magic here, I do see that you are reawakening, reinvigorating the relationships in your life with your own energy. You are applying your energy to, again, the relationships that are closest to you right now, in order to say, you know, this is how I want to show up. This is who I am. This is who I've honestly always felt that I could be or wanted to be. And it's just now taking me this time to awaken to my magic, to believe. I'm hearing in certain, because you have to have faith when it comes to magic. You have to have faith that what it is that you're putting out there will manifest when it comes to that beauty that you're speaking over your life, which I'm not sure why I'm getting that energy so strongly, but of you just like wanting to do more Venusian things, even to make life more beautiful, to make your environment more beautiful, to introduce beautiful moments into, again, the closest relationships around you as well. You have protect your temple. Yes, your body is the vehicle through which you get to experience life on this earth. When it stops, so does your journey. Eat like it, okay? So this is such an interesting card. I don't think I've ever seen this card, but it's so interesting that we were just talking about your temple, talking about your body. I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not gonna sit here and speak on food or the benefits of food or anything like that, because that information, quite honestly, is out there. What I do want to speak on is the protection of your temple, and how we were talking about you wanting to beautify your environment and beautify your internal self as well, your external self, your body, your temple. And it is actually being encouraged here. I think a part of eating what makes your body feel good is also connected to that beautification process. Because if you have heard the statement, when you feel good, you look good, or you look how you feel type of energy, I think you're trying to really manifest that in a way where it's like, I'm not looking for temporary changes. I'm looking to almost kind of step into a new identity. And with the Leo energy here, it's giving like, this is a part of your purpose. This is a part of your destiny, is to really feel good with self and in self. And this temple work that you're doing as well is enhancing your independence. I think your spells, your manifestations started off, it could be possibly broad and like, ooh, I just want to wake up and feel good naturally. Like when the days that I don't put on makeup, the days that I don't do the absolute most for my exterior self, I want to still feel as if, excuse my French, I'm the baddest bitch. I still want to feel like I am honoring my body and honoring the life experience that I'm meant to have here through this body. This body is my vehicle. It is my vehicle, and I deserve to treat it like a nice vehicle that I just spent a lot of money on. I deserve to treat it like a temple, like a sacred ground. I deserve to be able to do this, and I'm gaining a lot of independence, being true to myself, and possibly going against what I've been conditioned to believe about the body. For some of you, with the relationship wound here, let go and soar. That's so beautiful. Release that which no longer serves you. Let go of sadness and grief. Watch as you magically soar to new heights. So magic is surrounding you. Magic is surrounding you as you let go. You're soaring to new heights. And it's like, it's almost as if you felt like you never thought you'd be able to do this for some reason. You thought there were a lot more difficulties and obstacles that you had to go through, more healing. I mean, you know, you're always going to be healing. It's a lifelong process. As long as we are here and meant to enjoy our bodies, we're also meant to enjoy the process of letting go, of healing, of overcoming emotional burdens, and just living as much of a free existence as we possibly can. So you at this time are being called to release what no longer serves you, any beliefs, any emotional, you know, blockages that keep you from moving forward. You're being asked to let go of. Sadness and grief, that's a human experience. That's a part of the human experience. And we don't have to hold on to those things as identities. We can just know that at one point in my life, I experienced something that was deep, that was painful, meaningful, that was difficult. And I was able to let go of certain ideas of pain in order to elevate through that grief in some way. You may be having a hard time with connecting with your physical body, connecting with yourself. I'm hearing also possibly some of you could be repulsed by that fact of just like, you know, I don't want to, like you're trying to grapple with the idea of getting that deeply connected to your own body. For some reason, that may be hard for some of you to just accept and embrace your body as it is. And this is such a strong message. It is not a message of body positivity or toxic body positivity. It is a true, you know, honest to God message about, I think, what it is that you are struggling with letting go of, and how you are gaining a lot of independence as you find your way to release. It will be magical. It will be like you have certain epiphanies that you kind of just break free from. You also have home at the bottom of the deck. You are safe. You are surrounded by angels, God's protection. Feel free to venture out and explore. Very interesting. So this could be a small sign that some of you are traveling or are wanting to travel, wanting to just be more outside of your home, and wanting to feel safe as you do that. And of course, take what resonates. And if some of you have been thinking about wanting to travel more, then this may be a positive sign that as you are working through certain, again, emotional grief and heaviness, that you will have the ability to actually move yourself physically as well. I did, while I was shuffling cards off of camera, I saw a lot of movement for you. So maybe this is something that you're really interested in, body movement in some way. So it's not necessarily going to the gym, but some of you could travel out of the country to go on this really specific hike is what I'm seeing. Like you signed yourself up for a safari hike or something like that, where you know that this body movement and this connection to such natural resources and in the most natural part of Earth will help you to let go of some of this bodily, or I'm hearing body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia. Is that the right word? I'm sure I will be corrected if it's not, but that's what it feels like you're trying to really shake off of yourself right now. And again, being around certain relationships kind of triggers this need to protect yourself from them and from yourself and the harm that happens after you have been triggered. And this is not to bring up those feelings. It is to really talk about what it is that is happening around you right now. You have the Ace of Cups, which is so beautiful. You have love here. And I feel like your cup is being refilled with a lot of joy, with a lot of happiness, with a lot of emotional security and safety. There could be a new and significant relationship that has come into your life, whether it is a friend, a soulmate, or any kind of energy that really is here to support you, really gets you energetically and on emotional connectivity kind of sense. But if it is not a relationship, I feel like just overall your heart is being filled with a sense of everything is going to be okay. And I'm not sure what it exactly could be, what situation will stem this for you, this Ace of Cups, but there is something new entering into your life that is going to settle you kind of emotionally and have you really introspective and thinking about your temple, thinking about yourself, thinking about how you have fed your self-love and what other ways you would like to do that and what other ways you would like to feed your self-love. You also have the Three of Pentacles, and it talks about works, which Virgo is known to be a zodiac that is about service and to be of service and to want to use their whatever gifts and abilities that they have in order to uplift their social environments. So the Three of Pentacles coming out is no surprise. You absolutely may be someone who is work focused, work heavy. Like you enjoy being able to take certain criticisms and scrutinies that you have, the ability that you have to look at every single part of a detail and find out what is missing. You are a person that may enjoy being able to do this and to bring it back to like society in a greater sense of purpose. You know how harsh you can be on yourself and looking at the details of your body, of yourself, of your speech, of your feelings and everything of that nature. But you also, again, have this ability to bring it to the world as a gift, as a talent. And I think you are trying to step into that more, trying to embrace more of it, like being a unique gift, your critical eye. It's a unique gift and talent. And how can you apply it more methodically? How can you apply it more compassionately, I feel like, as well, instead of it being more so, a burden or a detriment onto yourself. So you have the Ten of Swords that flew out for you, which was kind of poetic. Because this is really what it feels like, especially because Virgo is Mercury ruled. So that is all about the thoughts, the mind, the mental patterns that really weigh you down, that really keep you stagnant and that make you feel defeated and filled with despair. This energy is heavy. This energy, the Ten of Swords, literally, it feels like a depiction for the rhodonite, the wounds that you feel, because it is not only just within the mental arena, but also within your emotional arena as well. And so I feel like you are mentally tired, exhausted, tired of overthinking, double checking, really being harsh on yourself. Again, because work is shining and thriving, you may even face some kind of recognition or building towards being recognized in some sense within your work. But personally, in your personal life, in your alone time, you kind of are near burnout and mentally you need a break. Which is why maybe that retreat, that safari, that hike, or whatever it is that will get you out of your mind and more so into your physical body may be a great adventure for you. Also, I feel like there's a lot of, with the affirmation here, I am strong and independent. I do what is right for me, regardless of the opinions of others. This Ten of Swords, this person is all by themselves, okay? So the opinions of others are what are weighing you down and no one else is in sight. It's like when you are alone, when you are by yourself, It may even be things from childhood that are coming up. People who have spoken over your body as a child that has made you feel uncomfortable about it for most of your adult life. And if this is something that you struggle with, and it's something that you really struggle with mentally as well, like you know that it stems from a mental stimulation, and then it travels through your body to this emotional despair almost. You are learning how to not only claim your independence, but successfully heal these thought patterns that at this point are pretty ingrained, are pretty deep. And, you know, one by one, having to just dismantle the false beliefs that aren't serving you. One by one, letting go. If you know that there's this one thought that you have because your mother said something about your physical appearance or the way that you spoke or the way that you presented and existed in this world, then you take that one thing that she said that you know is not true and you rewrite it, you pick it apart, you unword it, you unravel it until there's no more strength in that false truth. You have that power. And I feel like you're learning more and more about it. More and more about it. You have the Princess of Wands with exploration here. So you are feeling very explorative on different healing techniques, different unlearnings, reparenting. I'm hearing someone is listening to podcasts. And I also hear people talking outside of the window, so that was strange. But someone could be listening to podcasts, just trying to really learn about putting protection spells over your body, putting protection spells over your healing journey, really putting protection over any new thing that comes into your life that you really value and want to flourish. You want it to grow, especially if it's an emotional connection, but maybe it's just a new emotional awareness that you have of yourself and how you speak to yourself, and you want to explore how to protect that, how to build on what it is, the pieces of information that you're gaining that really are making you kind of optimistic and passionate about moving forward. I feel like just the Three of Pentacles feels so out of place here. So I did mention work, which that may have, you know, resonated for a few of you, but the Three of Pentacles also can tell me that you're working on something for yourself, not just for work. You're putting together something for yourself. Maybe it is a guide or a manual I'm hearing, like some kind of manual, healing manual, reparenting. You doing something that you know you would have needed in your own healing journey in order to maybe share it with not a lot of people, maybe some people that are in your friend group or in a Facebook group or something that you resonate, that you know that other people will resonate with what it is that you have been going through. You may have been seeing like a lot of stuff through the internet, through social media, that has triggered these realizations that you need to be putting some of these words that you have, these healing and these feelings that you have into words. That's a great way to let go and release as well. To put that pain into words in order to look back for yourself and to provide it for guidance for other people as well. But the Princess of Wands tells me that you're very, very curious. You're very curious. You're very interested in your healing journey right now. You want to be a student. You want to learn what you can in order to make this life experience the best that you can. I was actually just reading about the Tower, and honestly, I chose this specific tarot deck because I remembered this card, and it came out for you. Moon in Virgo, North Node in Leo, and Mars in Virgo. And the Tower is actually ruled by Mars, which is what I was reading, and how it is a quick transformation within certain foundations that are no longer serving you, which is what the let go and soar card talks about as well. And so I feel like this time in your life is really huge. It's really huge. You have 10 of Wands with burden at the bottom of the deck. You are going to be so successful in releasing this burden over your energy and over your mind, over your spirit, and over your emotions. The Tower, it's just so crazy that I was just reading about it. I chose this deck to see it and it came out. Like, that feels very aligned to me. That's why I keep talking about it. But this Tower here is telling me that there's going to be some quick and fundamental changes that are happening in your life. It may not be like a whole bunch of things, but something about your routine is changing. Your day-to-day routine. Maybe something's changing up at work that is giving you more free time to address the things that are happening within you internally, or something is happening within your personal life that is shaking you up, that is ushering in a new beginning for you emotionally, so that you can, again, it's all about addressing the despair, addressing your curiosity to let go of certain things that are weighing you down, addressing it all. Because the Tower is like, it's not, you cannot mistake it for anything else. You cannot say, oh, that over there, that's just a Tower moment happening. That's nothing to look at. It's like, absolutely, it demands and commands attention for you to say, you know, that actually wasn't working out for me anyway. I'm not going to just pretend like something's not falling apart in the corner of my eye. I'm going to witness it and say, you know, the destruction of this, the restructuring of this foundation in whatever way was so important and crucial to me, ushering in more love, compassion, and understanding into my life. This is making me very independent. It's making me non-attached to, again, foundations that are outdated, that are painful, that are burdensome. And I'm protecting what is sacred, what is important, but I'm also allowing things to transform and transition. And it is happening quickly. It's happening with a flash. Again, something maybe clearing up within your schedule or opening up for you to take that safari hike. I'm mentioning it again. This person literally looks like they're about to go climbing this mountain. So maybe it's not just safari, maybe it's mountain climbing, maybe it's traversing through a desert safari or something like that. Like something very active, something very out of your norm. That's going to help shake loose of whatever other parts of the foundation that need to be let go of. Let's see what else we have here, because we mentioned work here. And I had this deck. It's so funny how I just listened to my intuition, but I had this deck placed to the side in case work or money came up. And it kind of did. But this is definitely also about your physical self. And I want to get a few more clarification cards for you guys. Moon and Virgo, North Node and Leo, and Mars and Virgo. Moon and Virgo, North Node and Leo, and Mars and Virgo, please, Spirit. Yeah, huge change. And this is going to allow you to explore more after the dust has settled. I've been saying that a lot. After the dust has settled, you have leadership, books. This is quite a lot. Artists and teaching. So I'm going to keep shuffling because I just need one or two or three, not four. Okay, one. You have books again. Okay, you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So that's, researching, reading, something about your life purpose being connected to books. You may be someone who wants to write your own book. Maybe you want to create an interactive coloring book. I'm not sure why that came up. But you are connected strongly to the wisdom that other people have written down and have, put out there. And that's what I was feeling also about the Protect Your Temple. You wanting to learn about how you can do that more. Curiosity. So I'm hearing self-help books, but of course, take that as it resonates for you. Self-help can be a number of things. Maybe you want to learn a new language in order to prepare for this exploration, or there's something just here about books that is going to be very important for you and the purpose of this tower moment in your life. Maybe learning about tower moments, learning about when things are supposed to be, of course. So there's really something here that's calling you to let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. You're really, really, really being called to let go. And I knew nutrition was going to come out at the bottom of the deck. Creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. And so this is what we were talking about in the very beginning. You showing up authentically, unapologetically, being very creative. Even though you may not feel that you are the most creative, you have your own creative rights. You have your own creative abilities, unique abilities that deserve to be expressed, that deserve to be shared. Again, maybe through books, maybe through podcasts. Is that what I said? Art. Any way that you can express yourself creatively. Your soul is calling for you to be able to do that. And this reading was brought to you in order for this to be stimulated within your psyche and for you to feel more called to not stifle yourself or hold yourself back. And you also have nutrition at the bottom of the deck with the Protect Your Temple here. Also, those are big themes for you. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Why did I say it like that? Your culinary skills. You are, someone who cares about nutrition. You care about it. And it may be a very black, white, and gray area for you, as it is for a lot of people, where you don't think that health looks a certain way, because you can never tell based on the external view of someone's body whether they are healthy or not. Health is personal. It is a personal relationship between that person and their body. And I think that you, with nutrition and Protect Your Temple out here, you are the type of person who knows, like, my health cannot be measured by my exterior. Even though the family that I may come from, or the relationships, the toxic relationships I may have had, has told me that health is a specific weight number, I know that it is not. I know that if I'm going to protect my temple, I need to cast out any beliefs that my weight is connected to my health, because in a sense, it is not. I know that I'm doing my absolute best in order to eat what will bring me longevity in life. But you cannot be overcritical of your body. You cannot stress about the body that you were born with. In some instances, like, there's certain things that you just cannot change about yourself. And the let go card may strongly be signaling to, like, let go of a certain expectation over your body. Allow it to do what it needs to do to be in its healthiest state, and to not try to control it or restrict it. There may be something with the Tower card even here. There may be something happening around your health, mental health, physical health, not to be alarmed. It is a change that is necessary. And if it is a change that really sparks a lot of inspiration in you, I do believe this is going to be a part of your expression, your creative expression as well, about talking about your body and your senses and how magical and important they are to you in some way. But with the nutrition here, I know that you are focused on your health. And it is another aspect to not be too critical of, to allow to flourish and be healthy in any way. in any way you can. You're doing your absolute best. And honestly, you know, the most advice you will ever receive in regards to your own body will be from your body. So when you're thirsty, your body will absolutely tell you when it's time to drink. When you need a vegetable, it will let you know. And I feel like you're at this place where you're starting to listen to your body, to track what it is that it's saying. That may be a part of the books as well. Learning about holistic nutrition and holistic ways to take care of your body. Letting go of some kind of outdated beliefs around health and love and peace. Okay? I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that I gave you as much clarity as you needed, and this was a timeless message that you needed to hear. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and I would love to see you in another reading. Peace.